Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Reparo. Bombarda. Revelio. Descendo.
That's a brilliant idea.
Levioso. Accio. Lumos.
Lumos.
Reparo. Lumos. Revelio. Reparo. Confringo. Bombarda. Revelio. Accio. Lumos.
Lumos. Lumos.
Accio. Lumos.
Lumos.
Reparo. Levioso. Accio. Lumos.
Lumos.
Depulso. Depulso.
Another obstacle. No matter. I'm sure we can work out a way across.
Accio. Lumos.
Lumos!
Depulso. Confringo. Lumos.
Merlin, it's beautiful. You did it! I was hoping we wouldn't have to...
Confringo! Bombarda! Descendo! Confringo! Lumos! Depulso! Incendio! Arresto Momentum! Glacius! Defender! Expelliarmus! Bombarda!
Look, where the water's bubbling. How odd.
Should we take a closer look?
You read my mind. Merlin, it's even more beautiful close up. It's got to be here, I just know it.
This place is beautiful. Now, I should text them with me someday.
Given what Whoopers are known to do, I never thought I'd be so happy to see this many of them.
I don't know. I've been listening to them for a while now, and I'm starting to lose my mind.
Very funny. I was just thinking how it's proof that poachers haven't been here, assuming this is where the Moonstone is. Which means we're one step ahead of them. Well, we found what we came for. Now we just need to bring it to the henge.
Well done, Poppy. This did end up being the right cave after all.
A good thing, too. We need every advantage over the poachers if we're to get to the Snidgets first. We should do as Doran suggested and bring the Moonstone to the henge.
Shall we?
We shall. If we leave now, we should make it there by nightfall. That's the henge, precisely where Doran said it would be. But now that we're here, I'm not entirely sure how to feel. We knew we were at the cave for the Moonstone, but Doran didn't tell us what to expect when we placed the stone in the henge.
I don't think Doran would knowingly send us into danger.
You're right. I suppose I'm worrying over nothing. Let's make our way down. We're nearly at the end of this. I think that's it over there.
How's your Gran doing, by the way?
Nothing keeps Gran down. She set up a caterwauling charm and threatened to make a coat out of the next poacher that set foot on her doorstep. I still feel terrible that I'm the reason they went there.
Surely she'll be pleased you've gone after the Snidgets.
I hope so. Gran understands how important it is to protect those who need it. we can safely say we know where the Moonstone goes.
Aw, adorable.
Whoa!
Oh. That was a mooncalf dance. Do you know how rare it is to see even one? They only ever happen under a full moon. Though I suppose the Moonstone allowed it to happen now.
Is the pattern they left behind on the ground normal?
All part of the dance. No one pattern is ever the same, though. We'll need to draw this one to get a better sense of it. Can't wait to tell Gran that I've managed to see not one, but 2 mooncalf dances. She'll be jealous.
You've seen this before?
It was pure luck the first time. I was on Highwing, or I'd never have spotted it. It was the night Well, the night I met Highwing, actually,
I'd love to hear about how you and Highwing met.
I'd actually like you to know. About 5 years ago, Highwing had been captured by poachers. At first, they planned to sell her, but soon decided they wanted to kill her instead. More money, I suppose. I'd finally had enough. I freed Highwing and we ran. We'd flown for ages when I spotted mooncalves dancing below and we landed to watch them. It felt like an omen. A good one. A sign that the worst was over.
What do you mean you'd had enough and the worst was over?
You see, the night I freed Highwing was also the night I ran away from home. A poacher camp. I come from a family of poachers.
Merlin? I don't know what to say, Poppy. I can't imagine what that must have been like for you.
I never fitted in, but the older I got, the more apparent it became. Gran tried for years to convince my parents to let me live with her. Suffice it to say, when I left with Highwing, I flew straight for her house.
How brave. I'm glad you escaped.
So am I. There were so many creatures I was unable to help when I was younger. Now that's all I want to do.
From everything I've seen, you're doing precisely that.
I've had a bit of help. I've never told anyone any of this, but I'm glad that you know. It's nice to have someone to talk about it with.
What was it like growing up in a family of poachers?
The thing I remember most was how much we moved around, always chasing the next big kill. It was chaotic and dangerous and nowhere a child should ever grow up.
Do your parents know about the things you do now? Saving that dragon from the fighting ring, for instance.
We don't speak, or rather, they don't speak to me. Last I heard, they were in Borneo trying to make their fortunes there, acromantulas. However, I wouldn't be surprised if word has got back to them. Some days a part of me hopes that it has. Now that I'm older, I wish I could talk to them, get them to see sense. But sadly, I suspect that wouldn't do any good.
We were around so many poachers in the tent. Were you not worried about being recognized?
Poachers are nomadic, and most of the ones in the area aren't any I'd grown up with. That said, I suspect someone must have recognized me. That's how they got to Gran.
I'm glad you told me.
We should get back to Doran. He'll need to see the symbol, and we've got poachers to beat. If you collect the Moonstone, I can make a quick drawing of the symbol for Doran.
Are you finished with the drawing?
Just barely. I think the pattern's a bird. At least that's what it looks like.
Didn't the journal say the key to finding the Snidget lies in the moonlight?
Of course. That's it. We need to show this to Doran. Not that I'd know where to find him at this hour. Perhaps we should head back to the castle and we can track him down after a good night's sleep.
Agreed. I'm ready to leave if you are. Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
Some days are more difficult than others.
Lassie, is everything all right?
There are times when my father's absence drifts to the back of my mind, and I feel peace for a day or two. But this is not one of those times. I miss him. I miss running with him. I miss Matibeleland. He should still be here. And it's my fault that he isn't.
It's not your fault, Natty. There's nothing you could have done to prevent it.
That is what my mother says. But he died protecting me. And I cannot help but feel guilty over that. I find myself reliving the moment more often than I would like. I believe I would feel less helpless if I could truly put an end to Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's miserable lot. Each day they remain free, they do more damage, leaving people like Archie Bickle to suffer the consequences.
I agree, Natty. We'll get them. I've never seen someone so committed to a cause.
Thank you. I believe we will get them, beginning with Harlow. Thank you for speaking with me. It was very helpful.
Deke thinks you've made marvelous improvements here.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Actually, perhaps another time.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented it.
I wonder if they'll ever find the golden snitch. You're back! Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
This mine could be hiding a secret. Ranrock and his loyalists. No sign of Lodgok out here. He must be inside already. Look at the size of this mine.
Something seems wrong.
This place is teeming with Ranrock's loyalists. I have to keep my wits about me.
Someone there?
Confringo! Bombarda! This cart ought to get me deeper into the mine. Just like Gringotts, but I'm in the driver's seat this time.
It's mine now. I get to have a roller coaster ride.
How deep will this take me?
Ranrock's gonna be pleased with our progress. Who was on that car? Yeah, but it's part, will ya?
That has to be the end up ahead. Confringo! Accio! Bombarda!
Ooh, can we play? Let's play! Come on, little goblin. You should play and have fun.
Confringo! Places! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Leviosa! Confringo! Bombarda! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Bombarder! Confringo!
One less human to worry about.
Bombarder!
How nice of you to stop by.
Confringo!
You call that spell cast?
Confringo! Bombarder! Descendo!
This is almost too easy.
Confringo! Protego!
Get accustomed to that.
Bombarder! Confringo!
I've been fighting since before you.
Confringo!
That was meant for me.
Protego!
You can't stop us.
Confringo! Descendo! Confringo! Bombarder! Descendo! Confringo!
Not quite.
Defender! Expelliarmus! Arresto Momentum! Bombarder! Depulsor! Confringo! Incendio!
Bury you in the deepest.
Defender! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Arresto Momentum! Bombarder! Confringo!
I won't rest.
Confringo! You only have Ranrock to blame. Arresto Momentum. Revelio. Confringo. Accio.
Centuries of injustice.
Accio!
Ranrock's no doubt excited. I will see their completion as we speak.
Ranrock is here. I only hope Lodgok doesn't cross paths with him. Confringo!
No! What an unfortunate disappointment! And utterly
Descendo! It's not right. Confringo!
No! Was that someone who killed such arrogance? How nice of him! Someone thinks they can outlast me!
Incendio!
You're good.
Where does this one go? Off the beaten path, I suspect. Ranrock has fooled you all. To your demise. These devices funnel steam power. I hope I can get to Ranrock before Lodgok does.
Another drill is complete. The wizarding world will crumble.
I can end this right now. I have to destroy the drill and stop Ranrock's loyalists.
Reminds me of the time I nearly fell out of a cart at Gringotts. I was only young, mind. Well, not like I'd fall out now. Lucky if I fit in one now.
Petrificus Totalis.
Hello?
Such arrogance. I won't rest until...
I've been fighting since before you were born.
How did you do that?
Confringo! Bombarda! Descendo!
Not quite.
Defendo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Arresto Momentum! Protego! Stupefy! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Arresto Momentum Defendo!
Pity. Not quite.
Expelliarmus!
Oh, that was meant for me.
Bombarda! Revelio! Bomba! I have to find a way to stop that drill.
Looks like you won't be joining anymore.
You. That is unfortunate.
Yeah,
No
for you.
matter, we will build another.
I found this one lurking outside.
Lord Gok, come to make amends, little brother.
I came to stop this.
What is this you've brought me? It cannot be. All this time, you knew where it was.
No!
Don't!
Are you all right?
I'll never understand you, Lord Gok. So gullible. That witch did not consider you an equal. She, like all wizard kind, sought only to use you.
You're wrong, Ranrock.
The young ones are especially deceitful. They are taught to hide their disgust for us, as they exploit us.
Astonishing that our ancestors ever trusted each other.
All this time, looking everywhere for the final repository, searching in vain for Bragpor's last journal. Wasted my time, chasing a child. And my little brother knew where it was all along. But now, I don't need you. I don't need any of you.
I was bringing it to you.
You are a traitor to our kind!
No!
No!
You bastard! I'll kill you!
Poor Lord Gok. Dead by his brother's hand. No wonder he tried so hard to reason with him. Now to get out of this blasted place. I'll send word to Fig to meet me in the map chamber. He and the Keepers need to know Ranrock has that journal and knows where the final repository is.
Friends are now, don't I?
You're my Summoner's Court opponent, Professor Ronan.
Indeed I am. Professors are allowed to have fun once in a while too, you know.
Of course. I look forward to playing against you.
And I you. I've been playing this for eons, so you haven't a chance of winning. How about we get started anyway?
I'm ready.
No time like the present. Accio! We all make mistakes.
Accio!
And there you have it. Yet another opportunity to learn and improve. Accio! And there you have it. Yet another opportunity to learn and improve. Accio! We all make mistakes.
Accio!
I do not recall teaching you how to play like that. Delightful to see such mastery from one your age. Well done. You've beaten me at my own game.
I had a good teacher.
A flatterer, I see. Although I dare say it's not unwarranted. I shall accept the compliment humbly. As the new Summoner's Court champion, you have earned a token of recognition. Do not let it go to your head. Well played in Summoner's Court. I dare say I learned a bit from you. Always a treat.
I didn't think anyone could beat Professor Ronan.
I hope Professor Fig got my owl. I need to tell him and the Keepers that Ranrock knows where the last repository is.
According to the owl I received, Ranrock is moving more quickly than we could have anticipated.
This is grave news indeed. We had hoped for more time to discuss the best path forward.
Let us hear what the student has to say.
Professor, you received my owl. Ranrock has the last of Bragbor's journals. He killed Lodgok to get it. He knows where the last repository is.
Godric's heart.
Lodgok and Ranrock were brothers. Lodgok was bringing the journal to me.
Ranrock is a monster. We need to know where the final repository is.
Surely this changes things. Ranrock has Bragbor's journals and knows where the final repository is.
We obliviated Bragbor. He kept journals? Why would he have documented all of this? He didn't know what we were containing.
Isadora told Bragbor about the magic when she asked him to build a container for her. I've seen her memories.
Isadora left memories for someone to find? You know what she did?
Her memories showed what she did for her father, which I also saw in Professor Rookwood's pensive. And a conversation with Bragbor in which she expressed frustration about the limits being placed on her use of ancient magic.
Based upon the memories they have seen, I believe our young friend is well aware of the grave circumstances in which we find ourselves. The next trial will involve an exceptional level of magical skill and a nuanced ability to interact with beasts. find a face of stone and tendrils. I should advise you that you must engage with any beast that is part of the trial on your own. Professor Bakar will meet you in his pensive room.
An exceptional level of magical skill? Nuanced ability to interact with beasts? I suppose we should begin our search for a face of stone and tendrils, whatever that may be.
Very well.
Professor Weasley has been keeping an eye on me. Perhaps we should meet there, so she has no reason to raise concerns with Professor Black. I shall see you near the coast. Perhaps then you can tell me a little more about the memories of Isadora that you witnessed.
Stop right there!
Nothing to poach in Arranger except spiders. Not worth the trouble if you ask me. Thank you.
Oh, my poor boy.
Bainborough is one of my favorite hamlets in the area.
Hello, madam. Is everything all right?
I'm simply beside myself since Rococo ran away. He's my pet Niffler.
I'm sorry to hear that your pet is missing.
Thank you. I appreciate your words. I mean, I've had him for years. He's lovely company. Whilst on our morning constitutional the other day, south of here, he and I stumbled upon Henrietta's hideaway. They say that Henrietta was a paranoid recluse, filled her castle with all manner of traps to keep thieves from pinching her valuables. As we drew near, the morning sun reflected off something in a window, and before I knew it, Rococo was off. Oh, I've been worried sick. But I'm not about to meddle with Merlin knows what's inside that house, or the Ashwinders that are lurking about.
Why did Henrietta feel the need to protect her house like she did?
Henrietta was a baroness who married well, more than a few times. Her immense wealth drove her to a life of suspicion and isolation. The more wealth she amassed, the more paranoid she became of losing it. Hence the terrifying traps throughout the hideaway. Not even her family has been willing to deal with them to get to her fortune.
I'll keep an eye out for Rococo.
Oh, that's terribly kind. But stay away from the hideaway. Far too dangerous. If someone does find him in the hideaway, they shall be well rewarded. Henrietta's treasures are theirs for the taking. She certainly won't mind now.
What do you have for sale?
What's brought you here today?
That hideaway does sound intriguing. Perhaps I should investigate, for Rococo's sake.
Can never have enough stock. That's what I say. Thank you for stopping by.
This must be the castle where Miss Coffee's Niffler ran away. Now to find a way inside.
I've used unforgivable.
I take what I want.
Ashwinders! I'd better find a way around them. Or perhaps through them. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. Descender! Confringo!
My eyes closer. Best to be small.
I hope the Ashwinders haven't done anything with Rococo. Where in Merlin's name am I?